Right. So the package showed up, guys, and what I've noticed is with these, they both come in a box the same size, and they don't put enough packing material in them, and the box is way too big. So, we'll go ahead and peel this label off of here. We don't have to worry about it being visible. So, it's kind of a problem. You know, they don't seem to do well with stuff like this. It's really an ongoing issue with them and all other postal carriers because they try and save on costs. They put a package in here and it's just not, like, what is that going to do? You know? And not only that, but this box is the problem more than this. So this right here is Amazon, okay? And this is from Retevis Direct. They gave me an order in there. And it's this custom package. And that's because Angela at Retevis sent this to me. So, but I don't think there's an issue with the Amazon box. Neither time have I had a problem with the Amazon box. It's this box. I already tell you what's going on in here. The radio's sliding back and forth because the radio is about this big. And make sure you can see this. Yeah. So basically, the other one got dropped, which you probably shouldn't have to deal with. But so when you order certain types of packages, based on the shape of them, they're just going to be really bad. And if you just order the radio, you'd have a lot less problems. Wow, this one looks pretty nice. Wow, look at that. So if you saw the other one that they sent me, there's a hole in this right here. Let's see what it looks like. I'll grab the other one here in a second. The other one's really bad. Okay, so this antenna barely fits in the box. And another problem is, this is not the antenna that's in the picture. That's just a piece of rubber on the end of a cut off piece of metal. So, that's not a proper antenna, unfortunately. The picture shows what looks like a Corona ball. Let me show you a Corona ball. Okay. You see that? That's a tram dual band antenna. Okay, here's a CB antenna. You're supposed to have a piece of metal at the end of the antenna that's larger to help with corona discharge. Okay? A piece of rubber on the end of an antenna like this is not going to do that. This is only good for really low power. You would maybe even have problems at 25 watts. I don't know why they're selling this junk like this. So the other antenna, it showed up with this shoved all the way through. So now I'm going to have two of these, with one with the bad antenna. Well, they're both bad, and neither one of them match the description. So, and this damn thing went on sale. So when I ordered mine, it was $139. They went on sale $126. So that's like $13 off. So I've wasted a bunch of my time with Amazon, and they were going to just send me another radio and have me send the other one back. And then I contacted Retevis, and anyway, after a little bit of debating back and forth, because they irritated me, because the Amazon Prime account is my sister-in-law's account, and so they always think it's her. And so, of course, sellers on Amazon, regardless if you're dealing with a woman or a man, will treat you differently if they think you're a woman. So I always have to tell them that I'm not the person on the account. And then they start to act nicer. Okay. So, anyway, yeah, what am I going to do with two of these? I'd rather have my money back and have neither of them. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, I spent $139. It was 10% off. The thing showed up looking like it was squished. And after a bunch of bullshit, a couple hours of this and that, now I've got two of them for the price of $139. But you can buy one for $126 right now. I'll leave a link down in the description, and you can roll the dice and see if you get one that's not squished up. And if you don't care about that antenna, then you know, it should be a good deal. The magnet feels fairly healthy. It comes with a programming cable. It is the Vox edition. And I've got this one just sitting over here. And the other one's going to stay in the box. Maybe I'll raffle it off on the channel. Maybe I'll sell it on Craigslist or something. Let's go look at the other box. I'll show you how bad the other one was. Alright, so I put the other box in the spare bedroom. So this is the other box. Yeah, so it showed up in a box very similar. You know, it's like completely accordioned. Somebody dropped it, you know. And then here's the other antenna. Hanging out the box. This one here, you can tell that it was floating outside the package for a while because the paint's rubbed off of it. Anyway, that's how they sent me this one. Anyway, I don't think it's a very good antenna for the money. For the $139 I paid for mine, I think it was a ripoff. But for $126 that it costs right now, I think it's actually not a bad deal because Anytone sells their version of the Vox radio for that much without an antenna. But I think you're safer to buy the other package because with this one, the radio is going to float back and forth in this box. They what they needed to do is they needed to put this radio in the box here. Retevis did. And secure it down there. And let the antenna sit on top of it. That was another issue. However, there wasn't too much damage to the radio box. This one is damaged, but these usually hold up pretty well. It's just that antenna box. I ain't never seen anything that bad. So, anyway, guys, I would recommend if you wanted one to buy one, but don't buy it when it's not on sale. So $126, you could get the antenna. Just know that it's not going to have a proper tip on the end of it. It's not going to have a Corona ball. And I think the other one is $118 with a 10% off. So I would probably recommend avoiding the antenna and just order the $118 one. I don't think that there's a Vox version of the Anytone for that cheap. I think, like I said, I think it's $127. So I'll leave a link down to that. And that's my experience with Retevis. Once I told them who I was, and that I was not Cassandra, and that I was Ham Radio Hack, the YouTube guy. I don't think they really cared about that, but and I told them, I said, look, I don't want to drive 14 miles to return this to Staples. Because they told me, well, just get a refund. And I said, I already talked to Amazon, and they're making it difficult. Amazon, and before I close, Amazon is making it difficult to return items. They are no longer accepting most returns at your local Kohl's. So you have to deal with the UPS store. And if you've ever dealt with the UPS store, in most areas, they must have some core culture for their company to just be dicks. They treat you like crap when you go in the store. They act like you're inconveniencing them because you're an Amazon customer. You're not really a UPS customer. You're wasting their time. But the people that work there, you get paid the same no matter whether I'm an Amazon customer or I'm shipping a package. You don't get more money one way or the other. And I don't get it. I think the UPS people need to stop being fucking pricks. It's ridiculous. And they always try and charge you for something. I'm sorry, are you going to get a bigger paycheck if you charge me to tape my box up? Are you going to get a bigger paycheck if you fraudulently charge me to print the label after I gave you the QR code? What in the freaking hell is wrong with UPS? And Amazon, I wish you would stop using the Postal Service and UPS. Use your own logistics. Stick to Kohl's for returns. I don't know how Staples is. They're 14 miles away. I'm not going to return something to Staples. Like I told Amazon and I told Retevis, I said, you know what? I'll just never buy anything from you again. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not driving out of my way to go return this thing and waste an hour of my day. I've already wasted hours of my time over this smashed up package. You know? And in the end, I've got 2 radios that I'm not going to use. And 2 antennas that I'm probably not going to use. I might put one of them up in the garage as a scanner antenna. Or something like that. But great. So I got 2 radios. Cool. That's nice. I appreciate what Retevis did. But yeah, for the $139, it really wasn't worth it for me. So anyway, I will catch you all later and see you in the next video.